Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. I want to say Shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel, who we endure all things for. Shalom to all the Akim, few sisters that believe on Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, until the bitter end. I say once again, Shalom. Like the title states, Babylon the Great is a facade of a global power. When you literally just go on the news, see what this guy Donald Trump is talking about, he's literally calling on other allies and other countries to help him get control of that area where all the oil and all the necessary little things of that nature to be used. Salak, bear with me. Hey, Shalom, Angel Padilla, Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai, Barakatah, brother. Yeah, so this guy Donald Trump is calling on other allies and other countries to help out take control of that area of the Strait of Hormuz. And it's like, why are you calling on other people to be a part of a war that they have no interest in being a part of? That, first of all, even the people in the United States of America have no interest being a part of. It was all in the interest of the Israeli state. Now you're asking other people to join the same war to help you with the conflict that you started, you created. You created the bombings that happened to those innocent children, primarily between the ages of 8 and 10. And now you want help from other countries all of a sudden. That's not how the world works. And that's what Babylon the Great and the people who run this country don't understand. You can't just do whatever you want and get away with it. Shalom to Shapar Aitazawam, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Rakatah, brother. You can't just do whatever you want and expect people to help you out when you just created an entire war all based on the fact that you want to do whatever you want, and then the other countries, they have to follow suit. Just crazy. And of course, we're living in a very hypocritical society, especially with Amalek. Their whole desire is that they're the chosen people and they can do and say whatever they feel like. And they can't get any backlashes, consequences for their actions. Complete, utter craziness, bro. So I got this article pulled up from the NBC News. It says, President Donald Trump has berated and threatened America's NATO allies. NATO's allies are being threatened by Donald Trump, who we believe is Nero in the reincarnation. Now all of a sudden, this same guy who has allies of other countries, now he wants to use and abuse them. All for a war that we have nothing to do with to begin with, which is crazy once again. Now he wants these same countries to help unblock the Strait of Hormuz. And their response has not exactly been enthusiastic. And of course, you're asking another foreign country to be part of a problem that you created. And again, innocent children got bombed to hell and back not too long ago. This is not our war. We have not started it, German Defense Minister Boris Pistorius told reporters Monday. That appeared to sum up the mood among U.S. allies, with leaders from Berlin to London expressing reservations about Trump's demands and indicating they had no immediate plans to provide military support to reopen the crucial waterway, because it's not their business. You started it. You started the war, so you have to end it. Trying to get other people in cahoots with you to work with you, it's not going to happen. Now, of course, if something extremely drastic that happens to startle their economy or their social living, of course, they might just join. But other than that, at this moment in time, the whole war is between the United States, the Israeli state, and Iran. Nobody has any chance in being that. Shalom to Tawa Judah, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Barakatah Malak, Shalom. And this just shows you it's all part of prophecy. The beasts are hating the whore. And who's the whore right now? That's America, Babylon the Great. And then you got these Trumpers that they're rooting out. Let's get everybody shipped out. Let's go fight this war and let's try and win this war. It's like, what are you talking about? Don't you see? Regardless of what the mainstream media says, which is controlled by Amalek, the American military is losing. The American infrastructure and power is slowly deteriorating. That's why nobody respects America like that anymore. Because they already use this place for what it is. Now it's time to stay away from it for the most part, or go against it. Let me get this in Revelation 17. Let me start at 1. And there came one of the 7 angels which had the 7 vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, and I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters. Shalom to Hananiah and Ariel, Yasharala, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Brakatham to you brothers, man. That great whore is talking about here, this decrepit, evil, wicked society, Babylon the Great, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. And that's talking about NATO and the EU, and the whore who happens to be riding her. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication. And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery, Babylon the Great, Babal, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. So we're in this society. And the other nations, they already know how decrepit, how evil, how left-handed this entire queendom really is. Iran knows, because what were they just doing recently? They were burning a whole statue of Baal. Shalom to Yawanathan, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Brakatah Akia. They burned a whole statue of Baal. And who was under that statue? You had Donald Trump, Benjamin and Yahoo, and I forgot the other 2. But you had the 2 main devils upon there. And Lord willing, this guy, Benjamin and Netanyahu, who I believe is Haman in the reincarnation, is dead. But I highly doubt he's dead, because you already know how these devils operate. We already know how they operate. They lie, they deceit. They'll do whatever means to get everything in their narrative, everything to be working in their favor. This is why this whole society is crumbling, because again, the wicked are in rulership, and they're the ones that are telling what's what and what's not what, things of that nature. And I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints and with the blood of the martyrs of Yahushai. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration. And she's drunken with the saints to this day. And it's still going on. Ecuador is going through something. Cuba is going through something. Venezuela is going through something. All the tribes are going through hell and back. Even when it doesn't seem like we're going through anything. We've been going through turmoil for the past 500 years plus. Even in our past lives. Going through turmoils and all types of manners of evil. Because, of course, we disobeyed the Heavenly Father. So a part of it, that's on us. But this war that's going on in Iran, it's a very small intricacy of what's going to happen in the near future regarding prophecies, regarding everything that's happening on this earth. We're going to see more wars, more calamities, more people losing their lives, because that's literally prophecy is all about. Salvation and people getting put to death, and more wars and more wrath and destruction from Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Because everything's a joke to this society. And even then, you have American troops are not interested in fighting the war in Iran. A lot of them are actually canceling, I guess you can say canceling their membership from fighting, because they're tired. It's like, why are we there? We're not there for anything in specific, only for the interests of the Israelis. Nothing else. That's literally what it's all about. The Israelis and their interests, Amalek. And then you got Amalek talking about that the Palestinians, the Ishmaelites, are Amalek. No, you devil. We already know you're the demon. You are the closest tribe to Satan. Just like how Judah is the closest to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, the tribe of Edom, specifically Amalek, is the closest to Satan. And y'all just lie tooth and nail. Y'all just can't. It's in your nature to be liars and deceivers and tell everybody that they're wrong and that whatever they're saying that's actually factually true is anti-Semitic. Y'all don't even know who Shem is. You're into Sem. It's nuts. And these are the people we're dealing with. But their time is short, and their time is literally getting worse for them over time, because according to Amalek, they have a Messiah, and we all know that Messiah is Yahushua, and that same Messiah is coming back to wreak havoc on all of them completely, because all y'all do is violence. There's no truth in you. The whole world hates y'all. And the only people who like y'all, who want to quote unquote respect you guys, is because is those who are not in the know, are not reading the scriptures. They never read Revelation 2 and 9. They never read Revelation 3 and 9. None of those things, they don't consider it. Psalm 64 and 8. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. Yeah, your own people talking shit about y'all. You got Teman, Eliphaz, the other dukes of Edom. They're talking shit about you people. And then they want to separate themselves from y'all. No, you're all the same people, just different tribes. Like it talks about in Psalms 83. It separates Edom from Amalek. And that's how it's always been with you people, because Amalek is just terrible, disgusting, savage. This place is hell. We are in hell no matter where we going exactly. Being in this body on this air is hell, bro. But we almost done it. Bro. That's it. We're almost out of this hellhole. Just like it says in Psalms 126. It's going to be like we were just dreaming. The nation of Israel. And of course, the heathens. The heathens, they are who they are. I don't care about heathens. I'm just focused on the nation of Israel. And that's it. And all of this is going to be a thing of the past. Let me show y'all. Oh yeah, and there was judgment right here in this corner. A car had hit into that deli and right in that corner, but not the one, damn, I can't point at it. There was judgment right over here, but that's nothing, man. Just wanted to bring that up. Yeah, all this trash in the street, the nastiness it's all because the wicked are in rulership. And they allow all the things that are going on this earth to prosper. So it only makes sense that the Lord has to come back and wreak havoc on you wicked people and all the devices that are evil that you allow to prosper, that you allow to be propped up. And even your mighty men are falling. I gotta get this. They don't want to fight in your battles. The hell? Let me get it. I'm gonna close it out here. I'm not gonna take too long. Even your soldiers don't want to fight. Your Marines. This guy Donald Trump is sending out 2,500 Marines, if I'm not mistaken. And a lot of those knuckleheads are gonna fight and die for Israel. The Israelis stay at that. Let me get this. Jeremiah 51 and 30. The mighty men of Babylon have forborne to fight. They have remained in their holds. Their might hath failed. They became as women. They have burned her dwelling places. Her bars are broken. So this whore is falling. Nobody wants to fight the wars that the Israeli state has, that Amalek is promoting. Now, Nero himself wants to get other nations to help out over there in the Strait of Hormuz. What a joke. And we can't wait to see the fall of this entire empire, because nothing here that's righteous is going to prosper except for those that are the hopeful elect, that have the Rakakwadash. Everything else is just dung, folly, madness, death. We already know, man. Let me get this and I'll end it up. This is Sirach 10 and 8. Let me get 7 actually. Pride is hateful before Yahweh and man, and by both doth one commit iniquity. Pride is everywhere, especially with this devil, insatiable. The truth is out. Exactly, brother. That's the spirit too, Akia. Nero 47. Nero 47 sent more 5,000 more troops. Wow. So there you have it. He's sending a lot of troops and nobody wants to fight. Now, of course, there's going to be a few fighters. I'm not going to say that no troop that's a Marine or anything of that nature doesn't want to fight. Because somebody got to get put to death in these last days. Billions of people are going to die. And you're going to have soldiers that actually know what's happening. And then soldiers that are just, I want to fight for my country. I want to fight for America. On that bullshit. Jeremiah 51 and 9. We would have healed Babylon, and she cannot get healed. But she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go every one into his own country. For her judgment reacheth unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies. It already reaches its limit, man. It can't go any farther enough. And if it does, for the elect's sake, roughly paraphrasing, those days shall be shortened. Because it's just too much poison. There's too much wickedness all over the place. The people are decrepit, morally bankrupt, depraved. Nah, man. It's over for this society. Sirach 10 and 7. Pride is hateful before Yahweh and man, and by both doth one commit iniquity, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit. The kingdom is translated from one people to another. And there's a translation going on through the spirit. And nobody understands. Well, obviously, those of us in the circumcision, we know why this world is going to hell in a handbasket. It's because the servants of the Lord are proclaiming the prophecies written in the scriptures with true understanding, and proclaiming the names of the Heavenly Father and the only begotten Son. Nobody else is doing that but those out in the highways and hedges. That's why everything, when it comes to the truth coming to light, the lies being foretold, everything that's done in the dark is coming to light, is because the servants of Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, are proclaiming all these things to the forefront. And nobody can say we're lying about anything, because the doctrine is sound and the Lord is sound in everything he does. So I'm going to end it out right there through the spirit. It's not meant to be too long. And hopefully all you Aki and few sisters that are watching and may tune in later, let's stay strong, let's stay in the spirit. And I want to say, Kol Halayim La, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And once again, Shalom to all you Akim. Shalom to the hopeful elect. Shalom.